Right, here's a little task that I did on Friday with some students, and what it does is it combines a Moodle quiz on PowerPoint, QR codes, a bit of orienteering, and use of a mobile phone to scan QR codes. So let me explain how I went about doing it. The first thing I did was I wrote down 11 questions like this, and all the questions are related to PowerPoint and PowerPoint quizzes that we're doing at the moment with our students. Next, I went to this fantastic site on Class Tools, which creates QR codes which you can actually use for a treasure hunt. And if you go through it, you can put in the question and the answer, and it actually creates the codes where students can scan and get the question and then go about and do some sort of treasure hunt activity. Well, what I did was I scanned in, or I typed in, the questions and created QR codes that just had the question on them, and here they are here. What I then did was I laminated these and put them in different places throughout the site. Now, when students found the QR codes, they scanned them and got a question. And what that question did was allowed them to answer a quiz. And the quiz that they could answer was a Moodle quiz. And if I just click on it to open it, and have a look at it. Here it is here. And what I did was I made 11 corresponding questions on the Moodle quiz. And what you notice is every question does not actually have the question in it, because the question comes from scanning the QR code. So once you've scanned the QR code, it'll say something like question 3 and the name of the question. You can then go to the Moodle course and you can have a go at doing the question. And I made up 11 different questions, all with different numbers of marks and different types of questions too. So how did students find the question? Well, I made some cryptic clues. Let me show you where they are. Here they are here. I made a number of cryptic clues like this, which hopefully directed the students to different locations on the site. And students worked in pairs. They looked at the clues, and one tended to go out with their mobile phone, which we had already asked them to download a free QR reader on, and scan it. And of course it scans just as a text message, so there's no problems with download speeds or internet connectivity. So once they get the question, they went back to their partner, or actually what some of them did, or rather enterprisingly, was phoned their partner, who could then do the question. So how was it set up on the Moodle site? Well, I set it up on the Moodle site slightly differently, because everybody had to do a starter question, and I hid the 2 other tasks. These are hidden by conditional activities, and there are the clues, which was on a OneDrive, and those were the questions. So all students in their teams had to answer this question correctly, and if they answered it correctly, it unveiled the 2 previously hidden tasks. And students went about, and we spent about 45 minutes doing the task, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was great. How did I set up the quiz? Well, I had to make a few changes to the layout of the quiz. If I go to Edit Settings, let me show you what I did. Expand it all. I set it up so the quiz was timed. And I did that because there's a feature here that says that any open attempt, so any attempt that students are currently working at in the quiz, is automatically submitted once the quiz closes. And I find that's not the case. I might have to go into moodle.org to work that out. I gave them 1 attempt, so I made it very clear that they must not submit the quiz beforehand. And then what I did, which was the most important thing, was I removed all the opportunities for the students to see whether they were right or wrong. So then that encouraged them to go out and find some more clues. I'm sure there are probably other features that I could go and change as we go on, but as a way of ending Friday period 5 on a nice sunny day and getting the students to run about and not just simply stay in the classroom, it wasn't a bad thing. Of course, you don't have to use Moodle to host the questions, but it works perfectly in this case. If you're interested in giving a go and would like to know a bit more, then give me a shout on Twitter. Done.